Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. I am homesick today, so we're from the Red Sox Fan Cave, and we're going to finish up our Sweet 16. Who will advance and punch the last ticket to the Elite Eight? Will it be the Brewers or the Braves in our 1983 1-and-done tournament? So let's get to the starting lineups and roll some baseball. Philip Reynolds is at the ballpark. Check out that wonderful channel. All right, for your starting lineup for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers, who are the 9 seed in the Sweet 16. They finished 87 and 75. Paul Molitor leads things off. He plays third base. Robin Yount bats second at short. At first base is Cecil Cooper. He'll bat third. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, Ted Simmons. Ben Ogilvy bats fifth. He's in left field. Batting sixth, playing second base, is Jim Gantner. Howell's the designated hitter, and he'll bat seventh. Charlie Moore is in right field, batting eighth. And Rick Manning patrols center field for the Brew Crew. He will bat ninth. Don Sutton is on the mound. 8 wins, 13 losses with a 4.08 earned run average. Can he pitch them to the Elite Eight? We shall see. Now for the Atlanta Braves, the home team. Leading off will be Brett Butler. He's in left field. Batting second, the catcher, Bruce Benedict. Dale Murphy bats third. He's in center. The cleanup hitter, third baseman, Bob Horner. Chris Chambliss plays first base, bats fifth. The designated hitter is Bob Watson. Ramirez is at short. He'll bat seventh. Batting eighth in right field is Washington. Glenn Hubbard will bat ninth and play second base. On the mound for the Braves, looking to tomahawk the Brewers, Craig McMurtry. He was 15 and 9 with a 3.08 earned run average. The Braves are the 8th seed in this Sweet 16 with an 88 and 74 record. Well, the pitcher quality looks good to me. I don't know why I'm getting a warning. So, how does it look and sound in the chat? All right, we're going with it. Here comes Paul Molitor to lead things off. And he's going to face Craig McMurtry, both righties. So it's a righty-righty matchup. Here's the pitch from McMurtry to Molitor. Say that 10 times fast. And that's a 112. 112 and a 15. And that's a gap shot. A leadoff double for Paul Molitor. So Molitor doubles. And the Brew Crew get things started. Thank you, Philip. And that brings up Robin Yount, the shortstop. Molitor, a double-A stealer, will be held close. McMurtry peeks over his shoulder. Now looks in at Benedict. He fires into Yount, looking for a strikeout here. That's a 5-8. Righty, 5-8. Ground ball to short. This is going to be a fielding and an error check, and Ramirez is god-awful when it comes to errors. And he's a 2 against a 10. For the shortstop, flip the chart. Shortstop 2-10. We go to an error rating. He is a 42. That's a big ouch. He's a 42. Well, unless it is a 2, this is an error. It's an 8. So that is a 1-base error. Oh, I looked at the wrong 42. It's still an error. 3 through 9 and 11 is an error. So that's still an error. I looked at 48 by accident. So that's a 42, still an error. So it's going to be first and third now. Advancing on the E6 is Molitor. First base is Yount. So first and third. Ramirez doing no favors to his pitcher McMurtry. And here comes Cecil Cooper. Braves hoping for 2. Here's the pitch to Cooper. He's a left-handed batter. That's a 6-7. 6, 7. That's a single to center, so Molitor comes trotting in. Yount, 1 through 16. B. Steeler was being held on, single to center. Murphy is a -3. And so that's a -1. He'll hold. So it's going to be first and second. They don't challenge Dale Murphy's arm. Cooper has an RBI. Still no outs. Molitor scores. The error proves costly. Probably would have scored anyway, but there would have been an out. And that brings up Ted Simmons, switch-hitting catcher. Simmons will bat lefty off the right-handed throwing McMurtry. Here's the pitch to Simmons. 4-5. Lefty. 4-5. Fly ball, center field. Not deep enough. Making left field, making the catch is Butler. Yount stays pat. And that's out number 1. So 1 out, 2 on. And here comes Ben Ogilvy, left-handed batter, left fielder for the Brewers. Yount at second, Cooper at first. The pitch to B.O. Ben Ogilvy. 4-3. What will it be? We shall see. He's a lefty. 4-3. Ground ball, first base. This will be a fielding check for Chambliss. He's a 2, and that's a 10. A 2 and a 10 goes to an error check. He's an E7. We roll the 2 red die again. That's an 8. He should make the play on an E7. And he does. That's going to be a double play ball, and the inning's over. So that's going to go 3-6-3, and the side is retired. So Ogilvy bangs into the double play, 3-6-3. But the Brewers get 1 as we go to the bottom of the first. As Don Sutton goes out to the mound to take his warm-up tosses. So McMurtry bears down, and the Brewers are only able to get 1 run. Braves get out of it quite cheaply. At the ballpark, DJ John, 44, hope all is well, and Amish Elvis, hope all is well. Thank you for joining us. Due up for the Braves, Butler, Benedict, and Murphy to face Don Sutton. Sutton's a righty. Butler leads things off. He's the left fielder. He is a lefty. Sutton gets the sign from Simmons. The pitch to Brett Butler. That's a 2-5. 2-5 for Butler. 2-5 popped up. Second base side. That'll be out number 1. Making the catch is Gantner. So Butler takes that turn back to the pine. And here comes Bruce Benedict, the catcher, batting second. Righty-righty matchup. Sutton rocks and deals to Benedict. 1-9 to Bruce Benedict. 1-9 and a 16. That's a single to center. 1 through 7 would have been a double. But Benedict singles. He represents a tying run at first. He's an E stealer. He will not be held on until 2 outs. And here's Dale Murphy, center fielder. One swing of his mighty bat could give the Braves a 2-1 lead. Sutton looking to induce the double play ball. Benedict takes a slight lead at first. The pitch to Murph. Sutton fires in a 4-3. What will it be? We shall see. Righty-righty matchup. 4-3. Fly ball out to right field. The right fielder is Charlie Moore. He's a 2 defender, and that's a 15. A 2 and a 15 as we flip the chart. Charlie Moore coming in makes the catch. 1 down, retreating back to 2 down, retreating back to first is Benedict. So Benedict will be held on now with 2 outs, so it'll only be a +1. So he's 1 through 10 base runner. And here comes Bob Horner, the cleanup hitter, manning the hot corner. Horner swings a mighty tomahawk. He awaits the Sutton offering. Here's the pitch to Big Bob Horner. 4-6. pick up some sticks. Righty-righty matchup. 4, 6, and an 8. That is a single past the dive of Gantner. 1 through 15 is a single. 1 star advancing 90 feet and stopping is Benedict. Inning stays alive with a 2-out single by Horner. So the Braves have something going here in the bottom of the first. They trail 1-0. That brings up the left-handed batting first baseman Chris Chambliss. Benedict being held close at second, but will be a +1 now. Again. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. 2 outs, 2 on. Braves trying to tie it here. They trail 1-0. 4-7. Left-handed batter against the right-handed throwing Sutton. 4-7 and a 19 line shot. Yount leaps in the air and he snares it, and the side is retired. A 4-7, a 1 or a 2 would have been a single, but we rolled a 19. Yount robs him. And the side is retired. We're through 1. 1-0, a Brew Crew. A few years removed from their World Series appearance, though they've had a few changes to their roster. So Chambliss struck the ball hard, but Yount robs him. Baseball Demos, how you doing? He put up a game on his channel. I'll be checking that out later. He says, I always liked the mini helmets. So do I. All right, so Craig McMurtry gave up an unearned run in the first. Is back up on the bump. He's going to face Gantner, Howell, and Moore. Jim Gantner, left-handed batting second baseman. Here's the pitch for McMurtry. That's a 2-3. What will it be? We shall see on the 2-3. Right-handed pitcher, 2-3. Fly ball, right field, out number 1. Making the catch is Washington. And here comes the designated hitter, Roy Howell. He's not a millionaire, and he's not married. What was Lovey was his wife, Thurston B. Howell. Here's the pitch to Roy Howell, not related to Thurston B. And that's a 3-5 against a right-handed pitcher. 3-5 ground ball, second base, and that's going to be out number 2 as Hubbard throws to Chambliss. So 2 up, 2 down for Craig McMurtry. Point of weakness is the 6th. For Sutton, the 7th. Here's Charlie Moore, the right fielder. McMurtry nods his head. He rocks and deals to Charlie Moore. 3-7 to Charlie Moore. Righty-righty matchup. 3-7. That's a walk. Good job by Moore. The inning stays alive. He's at first base. He's a B stealer, will be held on, so he's only going to be a +1 with 2 outs, 1 through 15. And Benedict, the catcher, is neutral. You hold on a B -3. 1 through 10. Yeah, he's going nowhere. So it's Rick Manning, the number 9 batter, left-handed batter. McMurtry peeks to first, 2 outs. Moore will be off on contact. He deals to Rick Manning. 4-11. Left-handed batter, 4-11. Fly ball, left fielder. And it's a range fielder check, defense check for Butler. He's a 1, and that's a 16. He will make the play on a 1-16, and the side is retired. So Brett Butler makes the catch on the Manning fly ball. Moore stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Brewers. The winner goes to the Elite Eight. As Don Sutton goes back up on the bump. Completes his warm-up tosses in between innings. He'll face Watson, Ramirez, and Claudel Washington. Want to thank the people at the ballpark. Baseball Demos. Check out his wonderful channel, DJ John 44. Great fan of the community. Philip Reynolds, check out his channel. And Amish Elvis, thank you very much. Those who are watching, thank you. Feel free to jump in the chat. Here's Bob Watson, DH, right-handed batter. Sutton picks up the sign from Simmons. He deals to Bob Watson. 1-3, what will it be? We shall see on the 1-3 as the cards kind of move. 1-3, fly ball, right field. Camping, waiting to make the catch is Moore. 1 down. Watson goes back to ride the pine. And here comes Rafael Ramirez. His error helped lead to the 1 run in this game for the Brewers. The pitch to Ramirez. Sutton fires in a 3-9 righty-righty matchup. 3-9, ground ball to short. Yount fires to first, and that's out number 2. So Ramirez grounds out to his counterpart, Robin Yount, and that brings up Claudell Washington, left-handed batting right fielder. Sutton looking for a 1-2-3 inning, nods his head, arms down to his chest. He deals to Washington, 1-7 to Claudell. 1-7 and a 17 line shot right at Gantner, and the side is retired. Washington hit it on the screws. 1-6 would have been a single. 7-20 is a line out. We go to the top of the third. 1-0 Milwaukee. So Washington struck the ball quite well. And here comes Craig McMurtry to the mound. Due up in the top of the third, the top of the order for the Brew Crew. Molitor, Yount, and Cecil Cooper. Cooper knocked in the run. Here's Paul Molitor. He doubled and scored. He's 1 for 1. The pitch to Molitor. 3-8. Righty-righty matchup. 3-8. Another hit. It's a single to right. Molitor's 2 for 2. How do you do? So Molitor is 2 for 2. Definitely a base-stealing threat. He's a AA. Benedict's a neutral at a 0. AA, you hold on to -2. -2 base stealing. AA 1 through 17, 1 through 15. He's going to go. Here's the throw down. 16! They got him. Son of a gun. Am I the unluckiest roller on those things? So Molitor is gunned out by Benedict. So that's out 2 to 4. Applying the tag is Hubbard. So Molitor 1 through 15 safe. We roll a 16. Oh, as Baseball Demo says, the D20 can sometimes be evil. It sure was. I am the worst when it comes to that. I wish one of these days I'm going to track 10 games and see what my percentage is of just having guys thrown out when they should just 1 through 15. You got to take a shot there. 1-0 still. Brewers with 1 out now. Base is empty. Here's the pitch to Robin Yount from McMurtry. That's a 1-7. A 1-7. 1-7 would have been a double play ball. Hard hit ball to short. Ramirez returns the favor. He throws Yount out. He doesn't make an error on this play, so that's 6-3. Would have been a double play ball. So 2 outs, base is empty for Cecil Cooper. He knocked in Molitor with an RBI single in the first. Cooper awaits the McMurtry offering. He doesn't have to wait long. Pitch homeward bound. 2-9. Right-handed pitcher. 2-9. Hard hit ball to first. Chambliss waves off McMurtry, and the side is retired as he steps on the bag. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Brewers. So far, it's been the error that has cost the Braves. Hope everyone's doing well. Got my Pine Tar baseball today in the mail. Played a few little practice things. I just took a pitcher, Bruce Keeson, went against the lineup I made for the Orioles just rolled and rolled and rolled to try to get the offense down. I got that down pretty good. And I might play with a few modded rules once I get. There's a few things I might change for my liking. But it's a fun game. I like it. The cards are awesome. All right. So it's Hubbard, then the top of the order, Butler and Benedict. Braves trail by 1. Here's the pitch to Glenn, Old Mother Hubbard from Don Sutton. 6-7 to Hubbard. Righty-righty matchup. 6-7. And that's a fly ball to left. That will be out number 1 as Ogilvy makes the catch. So 1 down. Top of the order, Brett Butler. Left-handed batting, left fielder. He popped out to second his first time up. Simmons sets a target to pitch to Brett Butler. 5-6. Pick up some sticks. Lefty. 5-6. That's a single to right. So Butler knocks the ball into right field. Tying run at first base. He's an A stealer. And now, because Ted Simmons is horrific, he's a +2 arm. So they'll hold him on. -2, +2 is neutral. Or it's a 0 effect, 1 through 15. There goes Butler. It's a 15, so he just slides in safe. Holy cow, I almost rolled another boomer. But Butler steals second base on the weak throwing arm of Simmons. So their tying run is in scoring position with 1 out. So Bruce Benedict can tie things up here. Yeah, Pedroia should retire. He should have retired after he threw his teammates under the bus when they tried to hit Machado. I'm not a big Pedroia fan, never was, and those were the final nails in the coffin for me and Dustin Pedroia. Even when he was playing well, I just thought he was a weenie. So here comes Bruce Benedict. 1 out, tying run at second. Butler, they'll hold him close, and so he'll be a -1, 1 through 15. Benedict singled his first time up. Single could score Butler. Sutton peeks over his shoulder. Now looks in at the plate. He rocks and deals to Bruce Benedict. 1-10. Righty-righty matchup. 1-10. Fly ball, center field B. And that will be out number 2. And making the catch in center is Manning. Holding at second is Butler. So there's 2 outs. Sutton 1 out away from keeping the 1-run lead. And here's Dale Murphy, the cleanup batter. He flew out to right. Murphy, ready to grip and rip, right-handed batter. Sutton nods his head. Simmons sets the target. Arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals to Murphy. 4-4. Will it close the door on Murph? Righty-righty matchup. 4-4. Fly ball, center field, defense. Check for Rick Manning. He's a 1, former Indian. So that's a 1 and a 14. And he comes racing in, and he makes the catch knee high. And the side is retired. The Braves strand the tying run at second. Murphy flies out for a second time. He's 0 for 2 as we go to the top of the 4th. 1-0 Brewers. There goes Craig McMurtry back to the mound. And he will face Simmons, Ogilvy, and Gantner. Been a pitcher's duel so far. Oh yeah, DJ John 44. Again, Pedroia is a good player, great player for the Red Sox. He threw Bobby Valentine under the bus right off the bat. He threw his own teammates under the bus when they tried to hit Machado. And that's your buddy, Manny Machado, who ruined your career. So, I mean, you were coming to an end anyway, but probably would have still had about 4 more productive years with some declining numbers, you know. But here we go. Simmons is up, flew out to left. McMurtry deals quickly to the Brewer catcher. 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. Switch hitter batting lefty. 6-6. That's a single to right. So Simmons singles to right. He's just in the Hall of Fame this year. And he is slow as dirt. We won't hold him on until 2 outs. Just a rule I play with, just for myself. And here's Ben Ogilvy. Ogilvy banged into an inning-ending double play in the first. McMurtry hoping to induce another double play. Nods his head. He rocks and deals to Ogilvy. 6-10 to B.O. Ben Ogilvy. Left-handed batter. 6-10. Ground ball, third base. The third baseman is Horner. He has a 4 range. That's a 4 and a 5. That's not going to be bueno, folks. I'm just not sensing good there. Flip the chart. 4, 5. All right, 4, 5. That's a double down the line. So Ogilvy doubles past the dive of Horner, going first to third, as it's a double 2 stars, no poop Sherlock. That's kind of funny, double 2 stars. Well, I guess you could try to score all the way from first, so I shouldn't say that. Holding at third is Simmons. He's slow of foot, so second and third, Brewers looking to add to their precarious 1-run lead. It's now second and third on the Ogilvy double. No outs, and here comes Jim Gantner. Gantner flew out to right. They will play for the out. Here's the pitch to the left-handed batting second baseman, Jim Gantner. McMurtry's got to come up big here. 5-8. Lefty, 5-8. Ground ball to short. And that's a nightmare because Ramirez is a 2 range, but an E42. So that's a 215. He should make this play. Ground ball to short, 215. Ground ball A. Batter is out. If no runners are forced, runners hold. So the hard hit ball, Ramirez looks the runner back at third, fires to first. And Gantner's retired 6-3. It's still second and third, 1 out. So nice play by Ramirez. That's a ground ball A. Our good friend Sports Time Machine's in the chat. Check out that wonderful channel. Sports Time Machine. Very close to 200 subscribers. Here's a designated hitter, Roy Howell. He grounded to second. Second and third, 1 out. On deck is Charlie Moore. Again, they'll play for the out. The pitch to Howell. Will he be Thurston B on this one? That's a 2-9. Right-handed pitcher. 2-9. That's a walk. They wanted the call. They didn't get it. Bases are now juiced for Charlie Moore, who walked. Howell's at first. Ogilvy's at second. Simmons is at third. Benedict goes out to the mound. Has a word. Braves start to get their bullpen warming up. 1-and-done series. And here's Charlie Moore. 1-0 Brewers. Double play ball gets him out of the inning. McMurtry takes a deep breath, looking for the DP. He rocks and deals to Charlie Moore, who walked his first time up. No place to put Charlie. That's a 2-10. 2-10. Fly ball, center field B. So that's going to be out number 2. The center fielder is Murphy. He's a -3. Let's make sure I do this right. I think I have to add 2. We're going to play with that rule. I kind of like it. Let's find it here. Question mark. Here it is. So, +2, then the arm. Okay, so it's +2 to the arm of the outfielder. So it's only going to be a -1 to Murph. Or actually a +2 to the run rating. I'm sorry. So +2 to Simmons. He's god-awful at third. So that's a 10. -3. He still stinks at third. Do we want... We're gonna hold him. Because he's still out. My God, he'll be out. It's not even 50-50. Again, let's check that one more time. Here we go. Attempt to score base runner's rating. Fielder's arm +2. Fielder's arm. To attempt to score the base runner rating, plus minus the fielder's arm, +2. So example, runner 1 through 14 -1. Yeah, I got that. +2 +1. Yeah, I did that right. Okay. So +2, 1 through 10, -3 for the arm, 1 through 7 he holds. 2 outs. There's 2 outs. So McMurtry 1 out away. And the Brewers with a tremendous squander here. Let's see what Rick Manning can do. Manning flew out to left. 1-0. Brewers are trying to add to it. This could be a huge squander. Here's the pitch to Rick Manning. 2-6. Pick up some sticks. 2-6. Line shot! Right at Hubbard, and the side is retired. The 2-6, he needed a 1. We rolled a 5. A 1 would have been a single. 2 through 20's an out. McMurtry does his best. Harry Houdini. Holy poop. The side is retired. McMurtry pumps his fist, points towards Hubbard. It's still 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Wow, the Brewers, that could come back and haunt them. They do not score. They leave them loaded. That's a huge squander there. Can the Braves get their tomahawks going and knock in a few runs and get the scalp of the Brewers? Woo! That's a Harry Houdini if I've ever seen one. Here comes Don Sutton, still with that precarious 1-run lead. He'll face Horner, Chambliss, and Watson. Bob Horner singled his first time up, 1-for-1. Here's the pitch from Sutton to Horner. 3-9, righty-righty matchup. 3-9, that's a walk. So Horner's on base for a second time, via the walk, though. C. Steeler will be held close. Chris Chambliss strides to the plate. He was robbed of a possible game-tying single on the leaping catch by Robin Yount. Chambliss awaits the Sutton offering. Sutton hoping to produce a double play ball. Pitch homeward bound. Chambliss 1-8. 1-8. That's a fly ball. Right field, center field. Going back, making the catch is Manning. Retreating back to first is Horner. So 1 out. And here comes a designated hitter, Bob Watson. He flew out to right. Sutton picks up the sign from Simmons. He kicks and deals to Bob Watson. 3-8. 3-8. Hard hit ball to short. Yount to Gantner to Cooper. And the side is retired. 6-4-3. We go to the top of the 5th. 1-0 Brewers. So the pitching duel continues here in Atlanta. McMurtry pitched out of a bases-loaded jam. 6th inning is his point of weakness. 7th inning for Don Sutton. He will face the top of the order, Molitor, Yount, and Cooper. Molitor's 2 for 2. He's doubled and scored, singled, and was thrown out stealing. Here's the pitch to Paul Molitor. 1 in. That's a leaner. We roll that. 1-10. 1-10. Righty-righty matchup. 1-10. And that's a walk. So Molitor's on for a 3rd time. Once again, he's a double-A stealer. They will hold him on. So it's a -2. We already know Benedict has a neutral arm. So that's 1 through 15. There goes Molitor again, and it's a 15. This time he slides in safely. Benedict protests. So does Hubbard. But he's at second with a stolen base. So with no outs, Yount can give the Brewers a big insurance run here. Robin Yount is 0 for 2. Reached on an error by the shortstop Ramirez, then grounded to Ramirez. Trying to hold Molitor close. McMurtry now deals to Yount. 6-7 to Robin Yount. Righty. 6-7. Single to left. So Yount singles off the McMurtry card. 6-7. Single to left. The left field, they were holding Molitor close, so he's 1 through 16. That's a -1. The left fielder is Butler. He has a -2 arm. So -3 altogether. So 1 through 17. -3, 1 through 14. They're going to wave him around. Here's the throw. And he is gunned out at the plate. That's a 15. Unbelievable, Al. You stink with that 20-sided die. So Yount is denied a ribby. Butler throws out Molitor. 1 through 14, he's in. We rolled a 15, of course. So he is out. 7-2. How do you do? And there's one out. Yount is at first. Unbelievable. So it's still 1-0, 1 out, and here comes Cecil Cooper. Cooper's knocked in the only run. McMurtry looking for the double play ball. The pitch to Coop. McMurtry fires up a 5-9. Left-handed batter, 5-9. Ground ball slowly hit the second. The only play for Hubbard is to first in Chambliss. So Cooper's retired. There's 2 away, but Yount advances to second. As Philip Reynolds says, I need a DH for rolling that 20-sided die. You are correct. I am just the most horrendous roller of the 20-sided die. That brings up Ted Simmons. Simmons 1 for 2. He's flown to left and singled. Yount will get that extra step. They're holding him close, but it'll be a +1, 1 through 17. Here's the pitch to the Brewers catcher, Ted Simmons, trying to give the Brewers a 2-0 lead here. Possibly more if he jacks one. That's a 6-11. Switch hitter batting lefty. 6-11. Ground ball back to McMurtry. A 2 defender. And that's a 19. So a 2 and a 19. He knocks the ball down, picks it up, throws to first, and the side is retired. Simmons goes down 1-3. Molitor's thrown out at the plate, though, by Butler. We go to the bottom of the 5th, still 1-0 Brewers. What a ball game here in Atlanta. You could say Molitor got scalped at the plate. So Don Sutton goes back out to the mound for the Brewers. Once again with that precarious 1-run lead. He will face the bottom third of the Braves order here in the bottom of the 5th. Ramirez, Washington, and Hubbard. Ramirez grounded to short. Sutton's ready to work. He deals to Rafael Ramirez. That's a 5-8. Righty, 5-8. Ground ball to second, and Jim Gantner. Gantner's a 2 defender. That's a 2 and a 5. Flip the chart. 2, 5. Gantner comes up with it. Throws to first. 1 away. Nice play by Gantner. Ranging to his right. So Ramirez is 0 for 2. Here's the number 8 batter, the right fielder Claudel Washington. He lined out to Gantner. He's 0 for 1. The pitch to Claudel. Sutton tosses up a 3-4. 3-4. Washington lifts the ball to right. Charlie Moore goes back a bit towards the line, makes the catch, 2 down. So Washington flies out to his counterpart. He's now 0 for 2. And that'll bring up Glenn Hubbard. He flew out to left in his first plate appearance. Hello, Mark Forsberg. At the ballpark. Here's the pitch to Glenn Mother Hubbard. Sutton comes with the hard stuff. 5s across the board. That's a 5-10. Righty. 5-10. This will be a play for Benedict, the catcher. He's a 2 and a 9. Flip the chart. 2-9 goes to an error check. Benedict is an E3, so he's pretty outstanding as a catcher. That's a 10. This should end the inning. E3-10. Nubber in front of the plate. Benedict picks it up, throws to first. Wait a second. Hold on a second. My faux pas. I caught myself. I have a bad habit of doing that. It is Simmons. Simmons is a 4 and a 9. I'm glad I caught that. 4-9 still goes to the error check. It's a 10. And Simmons is an E6, so most likely he's still making the play. He does. It's the same result. Slowly hit ball, picks it up, throws to first. Hubbard's retired 2-3. And now the side is properly retired. We are through 5. We go to the top of the 6th. 1-0 Brewers. Winner advances to the Elite 8. So Hubbard cannot beat out the number in front of the plate as Simmons throws him out. So McMurtry now gets to his point of weakness inning, the 6th. And he's pitching a doozy. 1 unearned run. Thus the Brewers the lead. He's going to face Ogilvy, Gantner, and Howell. Though he did pitch out of that precarious bases loaded jam. That was Harry Houdini. Ben Ogilvy banged into a double play and doubled. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Ogilvy, former Red Sox and Tiger. That is a 2-4. Will it close the door on Ben? 2-4. Ground ball to short. Ramirez fires to Chambliss. 1 down. Ogilvy now 1 for 3. That brings up Jim Gantner, left-handed batting second baseman. Gantner is 0 for 2. He's flown out and grounded out. McMurtry picks up the sign from Benedict. Arms down to his chest. The windup and the pitch to Gantner. 4-7. Lefty. 4-7. Swing and a miss. That's the first strikeout for either pitcher. 2 down. Chased high and away. Did Gantner. Here's the designated hitter, Roy Howell. Howell is grounded to second and walked. 2 outs, no one on. On deck, Charlie Moore. McMurtry looking for a 1-2-3 inning, trying to keep it a 1-run deficit. He nods his head. Benedict sets the target. The pitch to Roy Howell. 3-7. Right-handed pitcher. 3-7 and a 15. That is a gap shot galore. Howell going for 2. He's going to race around second base. Here's the relay throw. Not in time. 3-7. Right-handed pitcher is a triple 1 through 18. We rolled, guess what? A 15. My God, I roll 15s all the time. And it's a 2-out triple. Sliding safely into third is Howell. He's now 1 for 3. The Brew Crew do not want to go quietly to the bottom of the 6th. So Howell stands at third. Point of weakness inning, check, for McMurtry. The Braves have their bullpen going. Moore has walked and flown to center. They're going to keep McMurtry in. Here's the pitch of Charlie Moore trying to give the Brewers a 2-0 lead. 5-11. Righty-righty matchup. 5, 11. Ground ball, second base, and Hubbard. Hubbard is a 2, and that's a 5. Oh, boy. A 2 and a 5. I think he makes a play. A 2 and a 5. Second base. 2, 5. Backhands it. Fires to first, and the side is retired. Nice play by Hubbard. Moore hit the ball hard, but it's an out. Howell is stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 1-0 Brewers. They can't get that second run across that plate. McMurtry does it again with a little help from his friends. So Don Sutton goes back up on the bump. Again, with only a 1-run lead, the Brewers have tried and tried, but they cannot push the second run across. Top of the order for the Braves, Butler, Benedict, and Murphy. Anyone gets on? Bob Horner. Here's Brett Butler. Butler is 1 for 2. He's popped out to second, singled, and stolen a base. The windup and the pitch from Don Sutton, 4-6. Butler's a lefty, 4-6. That's a single to left. It goes the other way. So Butler's at first. Simmons has a noodle arm of a +2. You know Butler's going. He's already stolen 1 base. He's an A. They're going to hold him. So it's a neutral, +2, -2. 1 through 15. There goes Butler. There's the throw, and he 15. My God, I roll 15, but this time it's safe. He just gets under the tag. And again, Simmons protests, as well as the second baseman, Gantner. But a second stolen base for Brett Butler. No outs, tying run at second. Bruce Benedict trying to tie it up here. He's 1 for 2. He's singled and flown to center. Butler will be held close, so it'll be a -1, 1 through 15. Sutton peeks over his shoulder. Now looks in at the plate. He rocks and deals to Bruce Benedict. Can he tie the game up here? 6-4. Righty-righty matchup. 6-4. Ground ball to short. And Robin Yount. Yount is a 1. That's a 1-8. A 1-8 to the shortstop. 1-8 goes to an error check. Yount is an E22. We roll the 2 red die again. That's a 10. He should make the play. That's a high enough roll, I believe. E22-10. Ground ball A. So Butler will hold at second. Benedict is thrown out by Yount. 1 down. Probably should have bunted there, but he's only a C bunter. And, I mean, he batted .298, so 1 out. Tying run still at second for Dale Murphy. Murphy is 0 for 2. He's flown to right, flown to center. Murphy looking to smack one out with his tomahawk. He awaits the Sutton offering. Here's the pitch, homeward bound. 6-10. Righty-righty matchup. 6-10. Ground ball to third base. The third baseman is Molitor. He's a 2 defender. That's a 2-16. I believe he'll make the play. 2-16. It's a ground ball A. He looks the runner back. Throws across the diamond. 2 away. The tying run still at second. Murphy's now 0 for 3. So it's going to take something big from Bob Horner. Butler will be off on contact to be a +1, 1 through 17. Remember the leadoff single, the stolen base with no outs, now 2 ground outs. Sutton ready to work. He faces Horner, who's 1 for 1. He has singled and walked. Here's the pitch to big Bob Horner. 5-5. Righty-righty matchup. 5-5. And Horner smacks a double into the gap. And this ball game is tied. Let's double check that. 5-5 is a double. Righty-righty matchup. And the Braves finally plate one. A clutch 2-out double by Bob Horner, who claps his hands at second base. He's now 2 for 3 with a ribby. And we're knotted at 1. Dave Gardner's joined us at the ballpark. Check out that wonderful channel. Also, check out Digital Dice with Uncle Dave and Uncle Ron. And, of course, hockeytournaments.com for all your hockey needs in Massachusetts, in New England, on the East Coast, in the United States of America and North America and worldwide. So it's Chambliss. It's a 1-1 ball game. Can Chambliss give the Braves the lead? Chambliss lined out on a great play by Yount, leaping catch and flown to center. First base is open. Watson on deck. Watson's 0 for 2. They're going to pitch to Chambliss, though. Should we pitch to Chambliss? Yes. Here's the pitch from Sutton to Chambliss. 1-3. What will it be? We shall see. 1-3. He jammed him. Popped up sky high, waving his arms on the outfield grass is Gantner. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the 2-out double by Horner ties it up as Butler scores from second. We go to the top of the 7th, knotted at 1. So Horner came through in the clutch. Chambliss could not. Again, point of weakness check for Craig McMurtry. Last inning, he did give up a triple. So if he gives up a combination, any type of 3 walks, non-intentional, or hits, he hits point of weakness. So top of the 7th, he's going to face Manning, Molitor, and Yount. Rick Manning 0 for 2. The pitch to the Brewers center fielder. 1-5. Manning's a left-handed batter. Right-handed pitcher, McMurtry. 1-5. Ground ball, first base. Chambliss has it. He tosses to McMurtry, covering the bag, 1 away. It's a 1-1 ball game now. Again, the Brewers are going to rue the day. The runs they could not push across. Remember, Molitor was thrown out at the plate, and they had bases loaded, less than 2 outs, and they couldn't score. Here's Molitor. He's 2 for 2. He's doubled and scored. He's been thrown out stealing, thrown out at the plate. He's also walked. Here's the pitch to PM, looking to turn out the lights on McMurtry. 2-9. Righty-righty matchup. 2-9. Line shot at Hubbard at second. Out number 2. Hubbard's been a busy beaver at second base, so 2 up, 2 down. And here's Robin Yount, the center fielder. Yount is 1 for 3. He reached on an error by Ramirez, the shortstop, grounded to the shortstop, and then singled in his last plate appearance. McMurtry looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He nods his head. He rocks and deals to Robin Yount. 4-7 to Yount. 4-7, righty-righty matchup. 4-7, fly ball, center field. Racing back, reaching up, and making the catch is Murphy. And the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 7th, knotted at 1. Again, the Brewers are going to rue the day, most likely, that they could not punch those runs in. And Don Sutton now reaches his point of inning check, the 7th. Brewers have their bullpen ready. He will face Watson, Ramirez, and Washington, none of whom have gotten a hit off of him. Watson is 0 for 2, a flyout and a double play. The pitch to Bob Watson. 4-4 to Watson. Will it close the door? Righty-righty matchup. 4-4, fly ball, center field. Rick Manning racing towards the gap. He's a 1 defender, and that's a 2. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Flip the chart. A 1 and a 2. He makes the diving catch. What a play by Rick Manning. A 1 and a 2 is a fly ball B. Rick Manning robs Watson of extra bases. That is a web gem. Again, let's double check that. He's a 1 defender in center. We rolled a 2. Center field 1-2 fly ball B. So that's what happens when you have someone who can patrol center field. And here comes Rafael Ramirez. His error led to the only Brewer run. It's a 1-1 ball game. Bleacher Bums Gaming, our good friend Anthony, is at the ballpark. Check out that wonderful channel, and also check out Glory Days Boxing. To me, the best card and dice boxing game out there. All right, Ramirez is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch from Sutton to Rafael Ramirez. That is a 4-11. Righty. 4-11. Ground ball slowly hit the first. Fielding it is Cooper. He tosses to Sutton, who just beats Ramirez to the bag, and that's 2 away. Scoring at home, 3-1. 2 outs, bases empty. Bottom of the 7th, 1-1 ball game. And here's Claudel Washington, left-handed batting right fielder. Washington has lined to second and flown out to right. Can Claudel keep the inning going for Hubbard, who's on deck, who's also 0 for 2? Sutton deals to Washington. 5-4. Does it close the door on the inning? Left-handed batter. 5-4. Oh, he's so lucky. If Washington had normal power, it would have been a go-ahead homer. 1 through 17 is a homer. Re-rolled a 6. You want to know how lucky he is? 18 and 20 is a double. He only gets a single. So Claudel Washington on the 5-4. 1 through 17 is a homer with normal power. He has weak... Oh, wait. I foobarred that. He has normal power. I looked at the lefty thingy. Against right-handed pitching, he has normal power. Boom goes the ball, and Claudel Washington will touch them all. I looked right over here. That's a W, but that's against lefties, and Sutton is a righty. And just like that, the mighty tomahawk has finally struck, and it's 2-1 Braves. So that is a home run. Let's double, triple, quadruple check that. 5-4 off the Sutton card, left-handed batter. 5-4 home run. Normal power. Washington has normal power against right-handed pitchers. We rolled a 6, 1 through 17. So it's a 2-1 lead for the Braves. Again, the Brewers rue the day they could not push more runs across with all the opportunities they had. So Washington, with a huge smile on his face, is greeted like a conquering hero in the dugout. High fives all over the place. Hugs and kisses. Be careful, it's flu season. And just like that, the Braves have scored in back-to-back innings and take the lead 2-1. Sutton hangs his head in disgust. A hanging breaking pitch cost him dearly. So with 2 outs, bases empty, 2-1 Braves. Here's Hubbard. As Anthony says, Al, you have to check out Inside Pitch, brother. It's amazing. I seen you did a video on it. I'll be checking that out. I had trouble with the demo of the PC game. That being said, so I get a new PC, right? And I try to bring my Strat over there. Now, the hockey works fine. Guess what doesn't work? The football. Because there are updates that don't comply with Windows 10. Or the game doesn't comply with. And they have this patch that didn't work. So I have to keep that game on my old computer. And now I have to keep my old computer running. I mean, come on, Strat. I love you guys, but come on. Update your stuff. Seriously. Anyway, that's my little rant. All right, so 2 outs, no one on. 2-1 Braves on the Washington homer. Here's the pitch to Hubbard, who's 0 for 2. Sutton trying to get out of the inning here. 5-7. Righty. 5-7, swing and a miss, and the side is retired. So Sutton picks up his first K, and he only gave up that 1 hit. But the Braves take the lead as we go to the top of the 8th, 2-1. Atlanta, the winner, punches the final ticket to the Elite 8 in our 1983 1-and-done tournament. What a ball game so far. And McMurtry has pitched 7. McMurtry's pitched 7. I think that's it for him. So McMurtry goes 7. He gave up 1 run, I do believe, unearned. It was the error. Though there's not... I'm going to say it's unearned. I don't know the exact rule on that, but he should have been out double. The single probably might have still scored Molitor, but we're going to say 1 run unearned. So McMurtry goes 7. He can win it. He can't lose it. And now they go to their pen. As Bleacher Bums Gaming says, the Card&Dice is much better than the... probably is, because it's easier to understand if I roll it. All right, so Terry Forster was 3-2 with a 2-1-6, and he can go 3 innings, and they're going to hope for him to close it out. Terry Forster, he's a lefty, but he's the best they have. So here comes Terry Forster, former White Sox and Dodger, I do believe. So Terry Forster will come in the game and try to get the 6-out save. White Sox had a bunch of fireballers. They had Forster and Gossage at one time. So here's Terry Forster. Again, Forster, the 1983 cards don't have saves on it, but he was 3-2 with a 2.16. He can go 3 innings, and that's who the Braves put their hope and faith in, Terry Forster, the lefty. And now that ends that. So Forster will face Cooper, Simmons, and Ogilvy with a 2-1 lead. Comes in the 8th. Cecil Cooper knocked in the only runs for the Brewers. It was a single that knocked in Molitor. He's 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. Lefty-lefty matchup. Forster to Cooper. 5-6 to the Coop. 5-6. Swing and a miss! So Forster blows the fastball by Cecil Cooper. That's 1 down. And here comes Ted Simmons, switch hitting catcher will bat righty. Simmons is 1 for 3. His 1 hit a single. Forster works quickly to Ted Simmons. He's in a groove. 6-9. Can Simmons get him out of the groove? Right-handed batter. 6-9. Fly ball deep to right, but not deep enough. Camping and making the catch, the hero at the plate, Claudell Washington, 2 down. Braves 4 outs away from advancing to the Elite 8. Here's Ben Ogilvy. Ogilvy lefty-lefty matchup. Ogilvy, on that one column, has some homers there. He awaits the Forster offering. Forster and the Braves looking for a 1-2-3 inning. The pitch to B.O. Ben Ogilvy, 4-8. Lefty-lefty, 4-8, and a 4! He fights off an inside fastball, and he singles to center. 1 through 7 on the 4-8 is a single. We rolled a 4, so Ogilvy singles. The inning stays alive. Tying run at first, and here comes Jim Gantner. Gantner is a left-handed batter. He's 0 for 3. Just looking at his card here, it's not that horrific against lefties, but let's see if we have Marshall Edwards, but he's a lefty, yeah. Easy Ed Romero is a righty. And he actually batted .317, 145 plate appearances. The one column's very good against lefties. But other than that, he's got a single on the 2 for the 6. Romero's a 3 and a 22. Forster, I mean, again, you're looking at these, it's not a big difference, really, on the Forster card. The 4 and the 4 column for both, you get a couple of walks there. We're going to stick with Gantner. We're going to stick with Gantner. We're going to stick with Gantner. I'm feeling it. We're going to stick with Gantner. We're not going to pinch hit Romero. Gantner will stay in. What did he hit? Oh, fumble. 282. We're definitely not going to bat Howell, so if we get to there, Romero will bat. All right, 2 outs. Runner at first, a tying run in Ogilvy will be held close. It'll be only a +1, 1 through 15. Big moment, lefty-lefty matchup. Forster versus Gantner. Here's the pitch, homeward bound. After all that rigmarole, that's a 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66. 6. Fly ball, right field. Washington going back at the track. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. Ogilvy is stranded at first. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-1. Braves. Forster claps his mitt. And the Brewers are definitely ruining the day that they didn't knock those runs in. Remember, Molitor was thrown out at the plate. Howell will lead things off, but there'll be a pinch hitter, Romero, for Howell. He's the designated hitter when next they come up in the top of the 9th. So, the Brewers will now go to their pen. Those Sutton pitched very well. And they will go to Pete Ladd. I remember Pete Ladd. He had curly hair and a Fu Manchu, if I remember correctly. And Pete Ladd can go 2 innings. They go to their, I believe he was their closer. So the game is in the hands of the bullpen now, both closers. And Sutton, bottom of the 8th, Sutton went 7. Gave up 2 runs. He can lose it. He can't win it. Here comes Big Pete Ladd. And he comes in the 8th. So it's Pete Ladd. He's a right-handed thrower. 3 wins, 4 losses, 2.55 earned run average. And he's going to face the top of the order, Butler, Benedict, and Murphy. Sounds like a run if you're a Braves fan. 2-1 Braves. Ladd's trying to keep it a 1-run deficit. Here's the pitch to Brett Butler, who is 2 for 3. He has singled, stolen 2 bases, scored, and popped a second. The pitch to Butler. 1-5. 1-5. Ground ball. First base. Cooper has it. Tosses to Ladd. 1 down. Here comes Bruce Benedict, who is 1 for 3, the Braves catcher. Ladd deals to the right-handed batting Benedict. 1-9. 1-9. And at 2, and that's going to be a double down the line. 1 through 7's a double. We rolled a 2. So Benedict has his second hit. He's now 2 for 4. Here's Dale Murphy. Murphy's 0 for 3. 2-1 Braves. They'd love to push across another insurance run, if not more. The pitch to the Murph from Ladd. 3-6. Righty. 3-6. That's a walk. So Murph does not chase the fastball high and away. Does set up the double play to end the inning, though. So it's first and second. Ladd struggling here. 2-1 Braves. They want to add more. Bottom of the 8th. And here's Big Bob Horner. Horner knocked in the tying run with a double and 2 outs in the 6th. On deck is Chambliss. Chambliss is hitless. 1 out, 2 on. The pitch from Ladd to Horner. 5-6. Pick up some sticks. Righty. 5-6. Swing and a miss. He challenged him with a fastball. Horner with a mighty tomahawk swing, but this time no scalps for Bob Horner. So there's 2 outs, 2 on. Runners off on contact. Benedict at second will be a +1. 1 through 10. Here comes Chris Chambliss. Chambliss 0 for 3. 2-1 Braves. Ladd takes a deep breath. Arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals to Chambliss. 2-7 to Chris Chambliss. Left-handed batter. Right-handed pitcher. 2-7. Single to center! Chambliss singles to center on the 2-7. Benedict 1 through 10. Center fielder is Manning. He's a minor. They're going to hold. He's going to be gunned out at the plate by 10 years. Bases are loaded, so the slow-footed Benedict does not score. Bases are juiced. Benedict at third. Murphy at second. And Chambliss at first. Here comes Bob Watson, who's 0 for 3. And now the Braves look to their bench. Just not feeling it with Watson. And not feeling it with anyone on the bench, that's for sure. Biff Pocoroba. God, I love saying that name. Harper. They're going to stick with Bob Watson. Kind of wanted to pinch hit Biff Pocoroba just for the hell of it, but... All right, here's the pitch to Big Bob Watson. 2 outs, bases, juice. Ladd trying to keep it a 2-1 ball game. Pitch homeward bound to Bob Watson. 3-7. Righty, 3-7. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired as Philip Reynolds called for the whiff, and he got it. Ladd strikes out 2, though he gives the Brewers and their fans a Maalox moment. We go to the top of the 9th. Still 2-1 Braves. The Brewers have a chance. Wow. Pete Ladd pumps his fist. Strikes out 2, but it was scary. Again, the slow-footed catcher could not score. They held him up. Watson's 0 for 4. Let's just look for a ha-ha's sake what a 3-7 is on the Biff Pocoroba card. I was going to pinch hit him just because I love saying the name. You know what a 3-7 is on the Biff Pocoroba card? And a 5. That would have been a double. 2 stars. I should have pinched hit Biff Pocoroba like I wanted to. I like torturing myself. I should have pinch hit Biff Pocoroba, especially when I don't play without injuries. There's no injuries. Who cares who the backup catcher is? Put him in. All right. So, Watson's done. Well, it's 2-1. Al, Red Sox fan, will rue the day he did not pinch hit Biff Pocoroba. I knew I should have pinch hit Biff Pocoroba. And now it's Forster. He's 3 outs away. Roy Howell will not hit. Howell's day is done. Let's put him over here. And now we will go to Easy Ed Romero. Here comes Eddie Romero to pinch hit for the designated hitter Roy Howell, who was 1 for 3. His one hit was a triple, and they couldn't knock him in. But he's horrendous against lefties. So here is Easy Ed Romero to pinch hit. In the 9th, so it's Ed Romero. He represents a tying run at the plate. He only had 1 home run. He batted .317, 7 doubles. Charlie Moore on deck. Brewers need 1 to tie. Obviously, 2 or more, they take the lead. Forster looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the pitch to Romero. 4-5. 4-5, and Easy Ed Romero with a 4 leadoff double. 4-5 off the Forster card. It would have been a double even with Howell up there, but we went with Romero. It's a better chance of a double. 4-5 double 1 through 16. We rolled a 4, so Romero doubles The DH spot now has a triple and a double. The tying run is at second. Here come the Brewers. Here's Charlie Moore. Charlie Moore is an A bunter. They're going to look for the bunt, so he'll be a B bunter. Here's the pitch. Moore squares. It's a 7. Unbelievable. Batter is thrown out by the first baseman. Romero advances to third. Tying run 90 feet away with 1 out. So that goes 3-4 on the wheel play. But Moore does his job. The tying run, Romero 1 through 12 base runner. Rick Manning comes up. He's, oh God, who can we? Oh boy, Manning's a lefty. Well, that 2 column is good. Romero 1 through 12. Ned Yost. We have a limited roster in my 83 set. And Marshall Edwards, not Marshall Tucker, 1 through 16 will come into pinch run for Romero. Probably should have put him in beforehand. But it's Marshall Edwards will pinch run for Romero. Romero's out of the game. Wheels are turning. So Romero does his job. As Marshall's the pinch runner at Marshall Edwards. Edwards, pinch runner. So Edwards is at third, 1 out. Here's Rick Manning. And Manning is a lefty. I really don't have Ned Yost. Mark Brohard, yeah, 276. He's a righty. So Yount would have to go to center. Oh boy. Then who the hell plays short? I took Romero out. Oh boy, is right. I don't have a shortstop. Marshall Edwards can play center. We lose the DH. Oh boy, we're going to lose the DH here. Here comes Mark Brohard. To pinch hit for Rick Manning. .276. Manning's day is done. They're going to go righty-lefty here. Manning's out. Brohard comes in to pinch hit. Infield in. All right, so Brohard to pinch hit for Rick Manning. 1 out, tying run at third, infield in. Big moment here for Forster. Mark Brohard. 185 at-bats, 276 with 7 homers, 10 doubles, and a triple. Can the Brewers finally push across the second and third runs here? Here's the pitch from Forster to Brohard, infield in. That's a 1-5. 1-5. Ground ball. Short. A, but with a plus. And I believe that is a single with the infield in. In bases loaded situation, except for 3 instances, the runner at third is out. The batter is safe. Other runners advance by. The following are the exceptions. Ground ball resulting in a hit or an error. No poop Sherlock. Ground ball followed by 2 plus signs. Any ground ball followed by 2 plus signs. There's a plus sign. I've never seen 2. Are there really 2 plus? I've not. So this is a ground ball, a shortstop plus sign. Is that a hit? Anyone? Anyone asking for help here? I thought that's a hit, but it says with a 2. Ground ball followed by double plus signs, a single, runners advance 2 bases. Well, Philip, you're no help there. He says not sure. Well, I'm going to play that a hit because it's a plus. Actually, let's just look up the official rule here. What the hell does a plus sign mean? I thought that's a hit. Ground ball. Here we go. There's a conference. All right, here we go. Ground ball plus fine. The advanced side batter card uses the abbreviated ground ball plus or plus fine. Use basic rule 6-1. Really? I have to go to basic rule 6-1? God damn it. Ugh, Strat. Basic rule 6.1. Ground ball plus sign. This result occurs only on batter's card. Ignore the double plus. Well, why have it? And treat the result as any other. What? What the hell does that mean? If infield in. If the infield is in or runner is being held, a single, 2-star. But that's a plus plus. I only have 1 plus. That's a single then. It's a single. It's a single. We're going to, again, seriously, there is not a double plus plus. It's just a plus. I just want to know what a plus is. Okay? Why would you put a double plus plus there? When you go to read it, it says 17.1 ground ball plus. Not a double plus plus. It says advanced side batter's card reading is abbreviated. Ground ball, double plus plus, 2. Okay, it is a plus. It's a single. Jesus Christ, why the hell don't they just freaking... All right, so that is a single. Runners advance 2 bases. After all the rigmarole, infield in, Brohard smacks it through, and we have a tie ball game as Marshall Edwards scores. It's 2-2. A clutch single, so Forster blows a save. Braves fans none too happy with that. And that's an RBI. It's 2-2. Holy cow. Just make it easy, dudes. I'm sure it is, but, I mean, why have the plus plus? Just put the plus. If I'm looking at, oh, because on the basic side, it's plus plus. Why not just have a plus on both sides? Stupid idiots. Edwards scores. Second ran against Strat. And I love Strat. So it's a 2-2 ball game. Yeah, it makes no sense. Just one freaking plus, unless there's... whatever. Jesus Christ. All right, 2-2. Finally, the Brewers push across that second run. Forster blows the save. And that was... So 1 out. Go-ahead run at first. And Brohard, we lose our DH. I got to mark that down. Lose DH. That's a joy. And here comes Paul Molitor. We're going to have all kinds of accounting to do after this half inning. It's 2-2. The pitch from Forster to Molitor. Brohard will not be held on. He's an E-stealer. And that is a 3-9. Left-handed pitcher. 3-9. Single to center. Station to station. Go the Brewers. Brohard goes... I'm probably pronouncing his name. It looks like Brohard. To second. Molitor picks up his third hit. Forster's pooped himself. Braves need a double play ball here. And here comes Robin Yount, who I believe can play center. Please, God, let him be able to play. Oh, God damn it. He can't play center. Oh, Edwards can play center. Yeah, I forgot about that. Marshall Edwards can play center. Okay, that's what we were doing. I forgot about that. Robin Yount used to play center. All right, Forster will deal to... Yeah, he's going to pitch to Yount. This could be his last batter. Looking for the double play ball. 3-7. 3-7 ball 4. And that's it for Terry Forster. The bases are juiced once again. Can the Brewers produce fruit this time with the bases loaded? 2-2 ball game. And that's it for Terry Forster, who stunk. Forster doesn't even go. He goes 1 1/3, and he's responsible for all the runners. Gave up the tying run. And now they go to their pen once again. And it's Steve Bedrosian. I believe he was a side armor. 9-10 with a 3.60. So here comes Steve Bedrosian. Bedrock, I think, was his nickname. So here's Steve Bedrosian. He's a righty. And the third pitcher for the Braves. And he comes in the 9th with 1 out. Bases juiced. Has a word with the catcher. Benedict. Benedict back behind the plate. Winner advances to the Elite 8. Yount is at first. Molitor at second. Brohart at third. 1 out. And it's Cecil Cooper. Probably should have went with a lefty, but... Here's the pitch to Coop. He's knocked in a run. 2-2 ball game. No place to put Cecil Cooper. 3-4. 3-4. Hard hit ball to third. Horner to Hubbard to Chambliss. Double play. Holy poop. What a job by Bedrosian. The side armor keeps the ball down low. Cooper a 1 hopper to third. Let's double check. 3-4 right-handed pitcher. Ground ball, third base. Hey, that's a double play. 5-4-3. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. Knotted at 2. And all kinds of wonderful accounting coming up for Al Red Sox fan. So Bedrosian pumps his fist. Braves fans hold their breath. They just need to push 1 run across against Pete Ladd. Okay, so Molitor stays at short. Brohart is out. He pinched hit for who? He pinched hit for the center fielder. So the pitcher has to go in there. So Brohart is out. So now the pitcher hits there. The pitcher hits 9th, so that's not a big deal. And if we get there, we'll pull a pitcher's card. I'm not going for that now. All right. So Yount stays at short. Marshall Edwards, please can you play center? Yes, he can. Okay, Moore is still in. Brohart is out. That's the pitcher's card. We're just going to throw a pitcher's card in here. Might not be the right one, but we'll find that if necessary. Again, everyone loves to see the pitcher hit. Who the hell wants to see the pitcher hit? Not me. And actually, Ladd is a 1, which we got that there. We'll obviously go with our 1 pinch hitter left. So that's a 1. Okay, we got the pitcher's card. Now let's just pick up the card. All right, so who made the last out? Simmons leads things. Cooper made the last out. All right, so we got Simmons, Ogilvy, Gantner. Edwards, because Edwards pinch ran for Romero, who doubled. And Edwards is in center field now. So Edwards is in center field. So it's Edwards, and he's in center field. So he's in center field. He's a 2. E4. And he's a CAC, stealing, bunting, hit and run. 16, -1 arm. Manning is done. Pitcher has to hit 9th. All right. So that's that. Then more. His cards are all over the place. Then comes Charlie Moore. And then the pitcher's card. Woohoo! Everyone loves to see a pitcher hit. Why? I don't know. Molitor, Yount, and Cooper. Though you're entitled to like what you like. All right. That's done. Bottom of the 9th. Ladd's back up on the mound. He's point of weakness check now for a reliever. Struck out 2 in the 8th. He'll face the bottom 3rd. Ramirez, Washington, Hubbard. Here's the pitch to Rafael Ramirez. 4-4. Does it close the door on Rafael Ramirez? 4-4. Righty. 4-4. No, it does not. 4-4. A double to left for Rafael Ramirez. So Ramirez represents the winning run at second. What a time to get his first hit. To lead off the bottom of the 9th. And here comes Claudell Washington, who tied the game with his homer. Solo blast in the 7th with 2 outs. First base is open. Hubbard on deck. They will intentionally walk Claudell Washington. So that's an intentional walk. Washington's at first. They set up a double play ball. Here comes Glenn Hubbard, who's an A bunter. And he's going to bunt. So he'll be a B bunter. They're playing for the bunt. And that's a 3! Holy poop. That's a hell of a roll on a B. A 3. Batter beats it out. Runners advance 1 base. The bases are juiced. Hubbard bunts it into no man's land. The ball is finally picked up by Ladd. And there are Braves on every base. That is a bunt hit. On the 3, the infield moves in. Now it's Pete Ladd's turn to implode. The Braves need 1 run, and they advance to the Elite 8. And it's Brett Butler, the top of the order. Butler is 2 for 4. He has 2 singles, 2 stolen bases, and scored a run. Infield in. The pitch from Ladd to Butler. Will it be ball game over? 5-7. Left-handed batter. 5-7. Swing and a miss! 1, 2. Yep, because the intentional walk doesn't count. So that's a swing and a miss because it had a dot there. 5. Oh, no dot. I'm sorry. 5-7, no dot. 6 had a dot. So that's a strikeout. 1 down. Holy poop. Can Pete Ladd pull a Harry Houdini? 2-2. Bases juiced. 1 out. Bottom of the 9th. Bruce Benedict comes to the plate. Do we play back? He's got some A's on here. They will play normal. They will play normal. Looking for the double play that ends the inning. The pitch from Ladd to Benedict. 4-5. Righty. 4-5. It does not matter, folks. That is a game-winning double. And this ball game is over. Benedict scores easily on the base hit. Ramirez scores. God damn it, I looked at the wrong thing. Ramirez scores on the base hit by Benedict, which would only be a single, winning RBI. That is incorrect. That's only a double. As I by accident colored in his double from last time at bat. So that's the ball game. Pete Ladd does a better job of pooping himself on the mound than Terry Forster. The Braves advance 3-2. They score 3 runs in the last 4 innings after the Brewers tied it up in the top of the 9th. What a ball game. Great game. The winning pitcher is Bedrosian. The losing pitcher is Ladd. We got through it, folks. We got through it. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Thank you to Philip Reynolds, MP Fox. Oh, check out that wonderful channel. Sorry I missed you earlier. DJ John 44. And all the other fine folks in the chat. Amish Elvis, Bleacher Bums Gaming. Check out that wonderful channel. Dave Gardner. Check out his channel. Mark Forsberg. Sports Time Machine. Baseball Demos. And I believe I got everyone. Thank you, those who watched and joined the chat. And thank you to those who just watched and will watch later. Please join the FOC, friends of the channel, friends of the community. Walk-off single by Bruce Benedict. After the Brewers tied it in the top of the ninth, the Braves win it in the bottom, 3-2. They advance to the Elite Eight. The Elite Eight is set, and we will start that at some point. Alrighty. God bless. Till next time. Health and happiness. You know it's coming, folks. Peace. Love you all.